Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm Phil.
I'm Sam.
And we've got a request that we're doing today from John. John wanted us to check out Creed.
Yes,
He
thanks,
gave us
John.
2 songs to pick from. So we went with My Own Prison. That was one of the songs that he suggested. Don't really know much about Creed other than that they were popular at the end of the 90s, early 2000s.
Yeah.
And they did pretty well with album sales. But I don't know much other than that. I'm excited to check out something new. We always appreciate those insights from our subscribers. Thank you guys for supporting the channel. But enough said, let's check out some Creed.
Let's get into it.
Quarters in session, a verdict is in. No appeal on the docket today, just my own sin. The walls cold and pale, the cage made of steel. Screams fill the room, alone I drop and kneel. So I held my head up high, hiding hate that burns inside. Don't have fuels their selfish pride. All held captive out from the sun, the sun that shines on all its own. We don't make a road at one. I hear a thunder in the distance, see a vision of a cross. I feel the pain that was given on a sad day of loss. A lion roars in the darkness, only he holds the key. A light to free me from my burden and grant me life eternally. Should have been there on a Sunday morning, banging my head. No time for mourning, ain't got no time. Should have been there on a Sunday morning, banging my head. No time for mourning, ain't got no time. So I held my head up high, hiding hate that burns inside. It only fuels their selfish pride. All held captive out from the sun that shines on all its own. We don't make our own one.
It's very interesting. It's got, this feeling that, the song is called My Own Prison. So he sounds like he's talking about in the lyrics that he's kind of, trapped in some of the decisions that he's made or searching for something, almost sounds spiritual.
Yeah.
That he's like, trying to get drawn out of this path that he's got himself stuck in, but he needs help from a higher calling to do that. That's kind of the vibe I get anyways.
Yeah.
Very interesting composition too, because it's got this like somber tone and it was really mellow for most of it, but then he kind of kicked it into high drive with that vocal that came out of nowhere.
Yeah,
It was
got
really,
like some more power behind it.
really strong. And it's interesting when he has I said that 3 times now, interesting. So apparently it's interesting. It's also like in the chorus, he has this long drawn out vocal that's, like a background vocal throughout that just is holding this one note while he's singing on top of it, which is
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Like layered a little bit.
Yeah, and then the guitar, like it's a really fat bass line that's leading the way for the strong rhythm, which is pretty cool as well. So obviously more of a, like I said, a somber tone. I think the lyrics play a big role in this one. Telling his story about the feelings. I don't know, like I said, if he's a spiritual guy, but that's the essence that I get from it.
Yeah, that's kind of the message that I got too, that, similar to what you said, that he's kind of like living in his own mental prison of some of the decisions he's made. He talked about sin in there a little bit, right? He talked about...
Oh, he did mention the word sin?
Yeah,
I didn't catch
towards
that.
the beginning. And he, had mentioned like the cross, like looking out and seeing an image of a cross and all that kind of stuff. So almost like he's like you said, like looking to like repent or like to He also talked about going into like external life. So, you know, a couple things in there with like the religious kind of spiritual reference for sure.
You caught up more of the lyrics than I did. I was going back and forth between the lyrics and some of the video and some of the music
Yeah,
stuff.
there's
so.
definitely a lot going on to keep
But that's
up
what it
with.
sounded like to me. But, you know, you caught, like I said, probably more of the lyrics, so you're confirming what I was thinking.
Yeah, and I think that, you know, obviously this is representative of that time period of like the late 90s, like moving into the early 2000s. And I feel like it does have kind of a similar vibe to me as some of the other stuff that we've done from that period. Obviously, it's unique in itself and it's its own, like
You
they
mean a
have their own
grunge
sound.
feel to it?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I can see how it fits in with that time period for sure. I'm pretty sure, like, I don't know much of their music. I don't know any of their music, but I remember hearing their name. But I'm pretty sure my older cousin listened to them
Okay.
a lot, along with like Red Hot Chili Peppers and like some Soundgarden and some of those bands from around that time period. So
Cool.
yeah.
I cry out to God, seeking only His decision. He will stand and confirms I created my own reason.
I think that confirms.
I cry out to God, seeking only His decision. He will stand and confirms I created my own reason. So I held my head up high. I hate that burns inside. So confused and self-inspired. All held captive out from the sun that shines on horizon. We all make our own one. I created all held captive out from the sun that shines on horizon. We all make our own reason. Should have been dead on a Sunday morning, banging my head. No time for mourning, ain't got no time.
It gives me a little bit of a Pearl Jam vibe as
Yeah,
well.
I could see that as well. Yeah.
Even his vocal is pretty similar.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think, you know, we obviously summarized the lyrics pretty well right after we said that, talking
Yeah.
about Gabriel and, you know, Archangel and,
Yeah.
you know, literally said, you know, basically what we
God's
talked
decision.
about. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
So what were your thoughts on the song overall?
I liked it. I thought it was cool. Like, you know, I think it's interesting when you have songs that have more of a deeper message and like a meaning behind them. I feel like this definitely had that, right? Talking about his kind of journey through that. And then like, I think I've said this in some of the other videos of this time period, but you know, going into that grunge or post-grunge era, I think I always thought like, I'm not gonna really like that music, but I actually do really like a lot of the stuff that's come from that time period, this being one of them.
Yeah, I think with a lot of the songs that we've heard in that time period, it really depends on the mood that you're in.
Yeah.
You know, it's not something you're going to go and listen to be happy a
No,
lot of the time.
definitely more like you said, like that somber, more mellow kind of
Yeah,
tone.
but at the same time, like you said, it has a lot of meaning to it. And I appreciate that within music when it has substance and, you know, it has a message. And the song is My Own Prison, right? I think a lot of people go through this process in their life, right? Where they are a product of their own decisions.
Yeah.
And, you know, you regret them. You wish you could take them back.
like a
but
prisoner of your guilt, essentially.
yeah, and I think that's the acknowledgement, right? Like you are never going to move beyond those things unless you are willing to acknowledge some of the decisions that you've made were not the best. But
Yeah, for
when
sure.
you do acknowledge it and you're self-aware, then you can move on. Anyways, I enjoyed it as well. It was a different take, different sound. I feel like there's a really popular song from Creed that's out there that I may have heard at one point or another.
Okay.
Because like I said, in the beginning, we mentioned how they had sold a lot of records. So I think on the mainstream, there was a song or two that was super popular. So maybe you guys can let us know what that song is.
Yeah.
Or maybe we can do another reaction to Creed. Hopefully you enjoyed our reaction. John, if you did, any of you, if John liked it, you're going to hit that like button. But, you know, we appreciate all the support that you already given us. Everybody else, if you enjoyed it, hit the like button for us. Hit the subscribe button as well. Hit the notification bell. Leave us a comment and come back and check out our next video.
Thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next one.